G'day.
Right, there you go. Hi, Will.
Got it. Hello, Janet, in
Christchurch. Yeah. In
Christchurch.
person in Christchurch, we've got a 2-hour time difference, so it must be 12 o'clock at your place.
After 12 in Angary on the north coast of New South Wales.
That's amazing. It's so good to actually put a face to your name. You've been one of our first customers, and you've been flying our flag for Homegrown Primal for such a long time.
Easy to do.
Oh, thank you for joining me. Now tell me about what happened to your head. Why have you got...
Okay, 10 days ago, Friday week ago, surfing beautiful waves, undisclosed location, and came off in a barrel, done it a million times, and head first into a dry boulder. So it was just crunch, neck crunch, didn't get knocked out, floated up. A few of the boys saw me, got me in. I said, get back out there, it's pumping. Off to hospital, no fractured skull, no broken neck. Live to ride another day. That
is amazing. Wow. And do you think that sort of your healing, your injury and your healing process has been about your robustness in your body now that you've lost weight? And
100%. So yeah, I mean, I've been pumping the supplements just as I do, and the bone broths. I had a sauna, which they didn't want me to have. But the stuff coming from inside, your nose just going up there through your head.
Yeah.
And pushing it up there.
It's the crown chakra.
Yeah, well, it is. It's coming through there somewhere.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, I'm glad you're in one piece and that you're sparkling and shining. I can feel your radiance just oozing out of you.
Yeah, well, nothing's going to stop me talking to Janet.
Thank you.
So,
cool. So, a couple of questions, Will, while I've got you.
Yep.
What made you decide to change your diet?
Okay, look, I suppose it's got to be Jordan Peterson, seeing an interview. I might have heard a couple of bits about it, but very little. And just got straight into it. I was keen for something. I was suffering. I've got Barmer forest virus from mosquito-borne virus on the northern rivers here. So that's kind of like aches and pains and tiredness. So I had a couple of conditions, and then as soon as I went into it, like I'm a person that doesn't sleep till after midnight, so many different things that would explain me. And as soon as I started eating meat, irritable bowel went. Now I couldn't leave the house till midday most days. So that meant any job outside of my home, surfboard shaping, was off the cards. So there was that straight away. The aches and pains went straight away. The first time in my life I went, I think it's time to go to bed. And I went to bed. And woke up and went, now I'm awake. I just went, what's been happening in my life? And now, no, my body was at war.
This gives me goosebumps to see and hear the fact that your body's actually gone back to its natural rhythm when you've been feeding it properly.
Entirely, and I can prove it. If I go off diet, and it's so rare, if I'm traveling or whatever, or the odd laziness, 2 or 3 days, I'm just out. And I'll go, what's wrong with me? And I go, you did it again. And it's that simple. Once you turn over and your body starts burning like that, it's just something you want to preserve.
Yeah. Because of all the other benefits, sleep and motivation and cognition.
It just all starts rolling on, and stuff starts to come together. Instead of it sounds cliche, the war inside my body and your head, you're not getting anywhere, because each day is just go through that fight and then hope to get through the night and off you go again.
That's great. Wow. So hopefully you are inspiring people in your world, like I'm inspiring people in my world who are going. I had a dinner party, had dinner with a friend of mine the other day, and she tried a month of carnivore. She went, I'm only going to do it for a month just to appease you because you're my friend. and that was probably 6 months ago. She hasn't gone back. She's like, wow, amazing. I can't believe how much I've changed. And me too, that's what's happened to me as well. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, well, I had one brother that I tried to get onto it. He was in the city, and I wasn't allowed to check how he was doing it. And that only lasted a week that time. Now he's come up here, he's lost 8 kilos in the first month.
Wow.
And he's just, the things he says are just, I was surprised because I didn't, I didn't give him my full spiel. He's my brother. He looks at me and goes, I want to start doing that.
Yeah.
Dad wants to, all my brothers want it now. So now that he's doing the bone broths and he's eating less, which is an important thing, it's just coming off him, and you can tell he's a calmer person.
Yeah.
Whereas when he tried in the city the first time, I wasn't there to check on him. He would have gone up and down. It just wouldn't have been the real thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only thing I've said. Like, I was a pro surfer in my teens, early 20s. We went through everything. Everyone had the new thing. I see young guys going into vegetarianism and that. I said, I've seen it all. As soon as you go to this, all that stuff drops off. Like Mont said, you don't have to plan meals. It's just easy. I've got a fridge full of meat from our cow. It's just, that's easy. So your brain's open.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to think about cooking. Before this, I was a mad curry chef and everything. But now it's just much easier and makes more sense, because why pollute the food with other things?
Exactly. Just have it like natural with salt, fried with salt.
Yeah.
So talk about what you generally eat. So give us a breakdown of what you're eating every day, like a day night thing.
Easy to do. So straight up, I get up and meditate. So it'll be 20 minutes, half an hour of that. And then straight into Hydrolyte with your supplements. And then that will get me through to about, say that takes up to about 9 o'clock. And then I'll bone broth from there till midday.
Right.
And then straight into the barbie with the steak, burger patties. And that's just with salt and pepper, nothing more. So don't buy them from the shop or anything, because they'll be full of bread and stuff. So then there'll be something then, and then I'll be out on the bike or surfing, and then a steak for dinner or burger patties again. You can keep it down to that simple. So honestly, half a kilo of mince, I reckon a guy could get away with
a day. Yeah.
Now, I don't labour. My work, I can go when I want, shaping boards. A lot of the time, I've been walking around fasting. So I don't know how that'd go on top of a building, cleaning windows or something, But I've had, with COVID on, I had this timeline to just go, hey, I can really do this now.
So show us what supplements you're using.
Okay, so the ones that, as you know from my emails, I go, these are what I need first. Boost and Kiwi Burn.
Oh, cool.
Just swear by these. If I don't have these in the house,
you get grumpy.
I'm going to stay in bed until I turn up. Like, these are gold.
Oh,
there you
go.
Your diet and these two, you're set.
Yeah.
Then, manpower. How could that hurt?
So have you noticed a change in your libido and your testosterone levels?
Without doubt. We'll leave it there. As we go on it, and this is the double entendre, bone and marrow just started on this. I'd like you to tell me more about that. And what have I got here? Heart and lung. So I've dabbled on a couple of your new ones.
Yeah, it's good to play around with them and see what works. And also, like, I religiously take Ignition for my brain, and where am I? Bone and Marrow, and Thrive or Boost every day.
Yeah.
And I also supplement with D3, and that's it. And
so my morning supplements will be 2 of each, and then I'll do a midday and then an afternoon.
So it's beautifully scattered over the day. I do get people asking me when's the best time to take it, and I generally say just experiment and find out how your body responds. So I take all mine all at once, and you take yours spread over the day. So
it does feel like a mini meal.
Yeah,
I can go surfing on that easily.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I think I saw something. Your daughter opens them.
Yeah, little granddaughter.
Yeah. There you go.
She's a little gnarly little carnivore, that one, and she just likes.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. And part of the appeal is that she opens them herself and puts them in a smoothie. It just makes a huge difference to the sort of baseline nutrition.
Yeah.
Cool. So how long has it taken you from the start to and tell me how much weight you've lost? Because I know that one of the benefits of eating this way, animal based, does reduce your body fat. So yeah, how much weight have you lost, Will?
Is this the time to bring up that photo?
Bring that photo.
Okay.
Can we see? Yeah, there.
How's
So
that look?
yeah, that's cool. So
me.
that's Will.
I'm the Hollywood actor.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus movie. So I'm looking like Santa Claus. That is, I think, about 4 years ago. Maybe 3 actually.
Yeah.
The heaviest I weighed was 97 that I weighed in at. That is heavier.
Wow.
So let's call it 100.
Yeah.
Now I'm 70.
That's incredible. And you look.
Now, what happened?
You look so good. Like your face looks normal and naturally not swollen.
It's crazy, and I'm 52, and I'm getting more compliments than I ever did in my life.
Oh.
But mate's girlfriend's like, keep it down. Mate's getting angry. But this is easy to do. And look, I've got to tell you the truth. From my 50th, where I had a big party, I pretty much partied on and drank beer for 2 years as an afternoon drinker. Now, with your supplements and eating grass-fed beef, my weight came down gradually. I'm going, geez, I'm getting away with this. This beats the man shakes. And then I haven't drunk for 4 months now, and it's got down to 70 kilos. So I reckon like 15's come off in about 6 months.
Wow. And that's from removing alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol.
Lots of beer.
There was lots of beer.
And you know, a lot of men, that's what it's kind of our culture in New Zealand, New Zealand and Australian men. It's very much a drinking culture. And it's almost like part of the avoidance. Yeah, me too. Part of the avoidance of finding out who you are is to either like drink a lot and you know, get yourself unconscious so that everything, all the other problems like my weight, I'm not sleeping well, my relationship sucks, I don't have to think about it. But you know, you are so holding the lightning with this. It's beautiful.
It's just lucky that I'm here. You know, people saying a crazy life of mine. I've had a lot of near-death experiences. Saved a young girl on the 2nd of January this year, and then got stuck in a rip and nearly drowned myself. Had a mate save me. Part of that was I'd lost so much weight that I was sinking and I was getting cold. But then a lot of what helped me on was that I knew I had the power, even though I was in a lot of trouble. It's the wildest oceans I've ever been in, and I knew I could hang on.
Wow.
As close as it got, knowing that the power is in there was the difference.
That's gorgeous. What a beautiful story. And so from now on to however long you're going to live, and let's pray that it's going to be another 40 or 50 years, this is how you're going to live. Like,
I thought I'd be.
What's that?
Oh, it's 120 I always thought I'd get.
120.
And at 50 I went, the way you're living, you're really defying science here.
Yeah.
So I had to pull my head in and go, look, I'd gone and got some blood tests and stuff because I was tired or whatever. And one of the kidney ones, they said, it's not good. It's great.
Oh, wow.
I just said, I'm getting this too often. I've got to stop being so like arrogant, smart ass. Look what I've been left with, and I can work with it. And I've got all the tools to do it with now, and it's not hard. It's more simple. And
doing what you love doing.
Yeah, and I don't work out.
It's amazing.
Like the meat, it looks like I work out, and I don't. I don't even do push-ups.
Yeah. That's
so.
cool.
How much easier does that get for men? Yeah.
Super easy. Super easy. Because I think when obviously I'm not a man, so but when people, whether they're female or male, look at how am I going to change my body shape, I've got to go to the gym. Well, actually, if you eat properly, you don't actually have to go to the gym. Your body naturally goes back to the way it should look, you know, with a reduced body fat. You know, your muscles just, I know when I first started, my muscles just craved exercise. So I'm out walking down the beach or walking up the hill, and it's easy.
Yeah, and it feels like that the volume of the meat's going into you and making you rather than just a sugar fuel that's going to get you from A to B and not be very happy at all.
True. So let's both hold that lightning and encourage everyone around us to be as motivated as we are to change our lives. Last question. What would you recommend to anyone who was looking at the carnivore diet or looking to change and find some answers to their sluggish metabolism and, you know, their sad life?
Well, that's the kind of easiest thing about it. How else could you do it but just walk straight into it? It's that easy. It rewards you that quickly. I mean, if I'd be confusing if I said, oh, look, just eat a steak and then have a pizza. And we'll do that for the first week. That's just, you're not going to feel it. It's it's like draining your car of dirty petrol and putting in whatever. Oh my God, like petrol.
So,
putting in the right fuel. So I just say, purified water, filter your water, Himalayan sea salt, and steaks and mince. Try and go grass-fed. It's more expensive now. I pay more per kilo, but I'm eating less. And the difference is night and day. Every now and again, I go to my butcher's at Coles. They used to cut me the unreal Scotch fillets. And to be honest, it feels like salty fabric.
Wow.
The meat just, it's got fibre, but then when I can eat the grass-fed raw. It's just night and day. And so when you go to that, you're eating better, the animal's happy, everyone's happy, you're helping something local that's in the country. So jobs and all that's good. But so you can eat less, it's going to fall off you, and you know it's the good stuff in you.
Yeah. It actually makes me emotional when you talk about supporting local farmers as well, because I know that in New Zealand, you know, where the guys are struggling to, you know, make money, and they're sort of within the confines of what the government expects as far as return goes. But these people on the land have so much love for the land, for the earth, for the animals. And it passes down the food chain. So, you know, Homegrown, we are all for supporting these small farmers who are doing the right thing.
Awesome.
Yay. Oh, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you so much for signing in and actually meeting me face to face. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for being a leader in your field, and keep in touch.
Let's get this out there.
Yeah, I'm going to stop.